PM's department launches electronic transfer system. Solomon Airlines to make scheduled flights to Port Moresby. An electoral boundary for Anglim and South Wagi confirmed. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Nicole Rema. Thank you for joining us. Department of Prime Minister and National Executive Council launched its electronic funds transfer payment system today. This is an important step forward for the department as they make a transition away from the manual check payment system.
The transition away from manual check payments follows a directive issued by Chief Secretary on March 2025. By migrating to electronic funds transfer, the department aims to eliminate inefficiencies inherent in the old system, such as physical check handling, delays in clearance, and the risk of lost or stolen checks. Addressing the launch, Chief Secretary emphasized that the reform is about paying correctly rather than simply paying faster.
The migration to the EFT removes all these things. Funds can now be transferred directly as long as the supplier accounts are verified correctly and you have the secure banking channels. We begin to reduce processing times and improve the overall payment experience, and everyone is happy.
To ensure the integrity of the new system, strict financial controls have been implemented, including rigorous Know Your Customer or KYC procedures for supplier registration and mandatory verification of all bank account details.
Amounts, but to the correct supplier and a supplier that is verified and that we have undertaken now our KYC processes correctly. And that's an important part of our transparency agenda.
The Department of Finance was entrusted to administer and deliver this project. Secretary for Finance Samuel Penias also stressed on the importance of this system.
From this point forward, payments to suppliers of goods and service, payments to casual, payments to travel allowance, for travel allowance can move directly into bank accounts securely, efficiently, without delays. And it will take only less than 5 minutes to do that. No more paper checks. This is what reform looks like. It's practical, it's measurable, and it changes the everyday experience of government.
The initiative aligns with broader administrative reforms under Reset PNG 50 and supports the goal of enabling all government payments via bank or mobile platforms. Pakatambu and National EMTV News.
TISA Bank and Sasago Healthcare have signed a memorandum of understanding which will see discounted medical services provided to the TISA customers.
This MOU was signed yesterday at Waigani with TISA Bank Deputy CEO Kumaraj Chitravelu and representatives from Sasago Healthcare leading the event. Mr. Chitravelu said the signing is a strategic partnership between TISA Bank and Sasago Healthcare to provide discounted medical services to TISA Bank customers and TISA Group employees.
When they use their TISA Bank debit Visa card or scan to pay. This delivers real value through everyday savings and encouraging more customers to use secure digital payment channels. This partnership reflects TISA Bank's ongoing commitment to digital transformation, financial inclusion, and making banking more accessible to all Papua New Guineans.
Medical services will include outpatient treatments, specialist consultations, comprehensive eye care, diagnostic x-rays and scans, laboratory testing, pharmacy prescriptions, emergency medical care, and others. Pakatambu and National EMTV News.
The Department of Transport has granted Solomon Airlines Limited an international airline license under the Civil Aviation Act 2000 to operate international air services from Honiara to Port Moresby and vice versa. This follows a 2-decade break by the airline's flights into Papua New Guinea.
The license was presented by the Secretary for Transport Department, Matthew Wawoni, at the Transport Office in Port Moresby today. Whilst presenting the license, Mr. Wawoni stated that the granting of this license marks an important step in strengthening aviation links between Papua New Guinea and Solomon Islands.
This is not a new arrangement. 2 decades ago, Papua New Guinea and Solomon Islands had an existing arrangement where Solomon Air fly direct to Port Moresby under its own right. Fortunately, this service ceased, and now we are resuming that particular service to continue. Talks between Papua New Guinea and Solomon Islands government is ongoing. In 2024, end of 24, we resumed air services agreement talks, the ASA bilateral air services agreement talks, which we are now waiting for our counterpart in Solomon Islands to come forward with an appropriate date for us to re-engage into future discussions as to how far we can enhance this particular service between the two countries. This particular service between Solomon Islands will enhance trade and cooperation between the two countries and facilitate enhanced connectivity not only for the two countries but those others transiting between Honiara, Solomon Islands and Jackson's out of Papua New Guinea.
With the issuance of the international airline license, Solomon Airlines is now able to operate its approved traffic rights as a designated international airline of the Solomon Islands under the bilateral air service agreement between the two countries. Solomon Islands High Commissioner to Papua New Guinea, William Sowaki, described the occasion as a reaffirmation of a strong and enduring bilateral relationship between PNG and Solomon Islands.
Built on shared history, our geographical proximity, and a common commitment to enhancing connectivity across our Blue Pacific region.
The High Commissioner further thanked the Transport Department and the government of Papua New Guinea for facilitating the commercial license. Jacinta Dr. National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, Solomon Islands High Commissioner to Papua New Guinea, His Excellency William Sowaki, said the decision to operate Solomon Airlines back into Papua New Guinea after a 26-year break since year 2000 stems from a steady increase in passenger movement between the two capital cities.
Mr. Sowaki says this increased passenger movement reflects the deepening people-to-people links, growing business engagements, and the expanding regional cooperation in the Pacific region. He says the route is strategically significant, not only enhancing mobility between citizens, but also supports trade, tourism, and investment flows between the two countries.
It is worth noting that Solomon Islands continues to host one of the largest concentration of Papua New Guinea investment abroad, underscoring the importance of efficient and reliable air connectivity between our two nations. The activation of this traffic right will therefore contribute directly to the strengthening economic integration and fostering closer ties between our private sectors and our communities.
The activation of this traffic right will contribute directly to strengthening economic integration and fostering closer ties between private sectors and communities. The two countries are now looking forward to the proposed bilateral meeting on the review of the air services agreement in later July this year. Jacinta Dr. National EMTV News.
The Transport Department in Papua New Guinea is currently facilitating several new bilateral air service agreements with most countries. This was made known by the Department Secretary Matthew Wawini at the presentation of international airline license to Solomon Islands today.
Mr. Wowoni stressed that the Transport Department is currently reviewing a service agreements with various major players to boost trade relations and tourism in Papua New Guinea.
Transport, by virtue of his powers under the Civil Aviation Act 2000, mandated for the head of Transport Department and the team to negotiate on air services agreements. We are now facilitating several new bilateral air services agreements with Qatar, UAE, United States. We are in discussions with Singapore, Fiji for the renewal discussions, and Australia to comment shortly. So there's quite a number of services agreements that we are reviewing, and hopefully, not in distant future, we should have entry of several new major players into Papua New Guinea.
He says to accommodate larger aircrafts from other countries, the Jackson's International Airport needs to be upgraded and extended to at least 300 meters.
That we also look at the expansion of the current infrastructure that we have to accommodate some of these big, larger aircrafts. If we are going to facilitate UAE, United Emirates to enter Papua New Guinea.
The Secretary added that with the NEC decision number 109 of 2025 approving upgrades of international airports Kagamuga, Tomodasi and Tokua, the aviation industry will work around to make this come to fruition. Jacinta Dr. National MTV News.
National MTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab for dinner. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Central Province is our home.
The tides of the Coral Sea are our heartbeat. From the coast to the mountains.
Traditions pass generation to generation.
The sea and our gardens sustain us.
Our songs carry our legends through time.
Our home is Central Province. Our nation is Papua New Guinea.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, BSP's One-Took Wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at BSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our One-Toks, to our family, to the ones we love. BSP's One-Took Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
EMTV brings to you a fresh new talk show program in 2026. Watch our exclusive interview with special guest, Honorable James Marape, Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, as we discuss government programs and projects since 2019. Walk by Talk, coming soon on EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. The Electoral Boundaries Commission team has announced that the boundary for Anglimp and South Wagi will be at Waratuman. The announcement was made yesterday at Minch in Jiwaka province.
In a gathering at Minch yesterday, the Electoral Boundaries Commission team decided that the boundary for the new electorate South Wagi and Anglim will be at Tuman. The announcement was made by Commissioner Francis Kaigerua.
Based on that amendment split of Anglim, South Wagi, open electorate, now Anglim you go for name yet. What name do we give to Wagi? Time of consultation, you mean no come up in. Therefore, Boundaries has the power. According to the Organic Law Constitution, Boundaries Commission has the power to name the electorate. So now this electorate now as it is now, and by South Wagi electorate. Until such time, but as of today, it will be South Wagi. So Anglim, you will cut him off, Anglim electorate, South Wagi remaining will be named by South Wagi electorate.
He clarified as to why they have made this decision to let the boundary be at Waratuman.
Electoral boundary behind in boundary loyalty. You know now, Abrosium I go making electoral boundary can no. Electoral open electorate boundaries run parallel with the boundaries of the LMGs. Apart from that, then there is no proper boundary formal recognition.
Another team member from the Boundaries Commission, Macronald Nale, clarified the work of the commission.
Up from the Electoral Boundaries Commission. Word creation is from provincial local government. It actually starts right from the province. Your provincial assembly endorses it, then it goes up to Department of Provincial Local Government Affairs, go to NEC, and some things are stopped one time, provincial affairs.
The provincial administrator for Jiwaka province, Rick Kongen, made these comments after the announcement.
Approved by Parliament on 22nd March 2022. This is a consultation long nuclear boundary review and wider consultation affected all tribes or leaders all the South Mandlo province along different sectors, and they are series of consultation.
Alongside the team was the acting electoral commissioner Margaret Vagi, who was also present with her team to sign an MOU with the Jiwaka provincial government to work together for the role update exercise. The MOU was signed after the boundary declaration. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News, Jiwaka.
The PNG Electoral Commission team signed a memorandum of understanding with the Western Islands provincial government to partner with them for the role update exercise.
The first memorandum of understanding was signed between the Electoral Commission and the Jiwaka provincial government yesterday. The second signing was done with the Western Highlands provincial government late yesterday. Before the signing, the provincial administrator for the province, Joseph Mangwell, said they are ready to work alongside their partners such as the Electoral Commission.
The Electoral Commission and the Western Provincial Administration. I think it's first of its kind in the history of Electoral Commission. For the first time coming out, I think that's the way forward. That's the way forward for PNCC to come out and work closely with the administration and our COs and the DDA international level with the provincial administration.
He said they want to support this worthy cause for a free, fair and safe election.
With our LNC president and the stakeholders to work together to deliver a free, fair and safe election for our elections 2027 and going forward. With this role update, it's a very important exercise should have been started soon after the election. After the election, if it is publication of 2020.
The acting Electoral Commissioner Margaret Vagi thanked the Western Highlands Provincial Government team for the signing of the MOU.
Moving forward now, we tighten it up with the MOU. So your roles and responsibilities as provincial administration, what requires you to provide within this MOU, PNGEC, and the engagement of your staff, your resources, especially at the ward level, LLG, Electorate, and district, and the province. That binds everyone together as a team, a partner working closely. And PNGEC, we've seen issues that have taken place.
She stressed on the importance of the MOU that was just signed.
The only problem that we have is the time limit. So it would be better if you can do it within the time frame that you are giving it to us. Because normally when we go beyond time, it always falls back to the districts and all this. So most of the population, everybody is in the district. So
Daniel Degma, that district administrator for Mulbaya and a core member of the provincial election steering committee, emphasized that sticking strictly to the June to October 2026 common roll update window is vital. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
The recent memorandum of agreement signed between the government of the Republic of Indonesia and the Nakanai district marks an important step forward in education and international cooperation.
Nakanai District Administration CEO Jeffrey Osa said the agreement will create new pathways for students studying Bahasa to further their education overseas, particularly in Indonesia.
And so these programs will not be, seen as a pathway for our students only to be educated in our district and our province. No, it will also gradually enable them to go overseas to Indonesia to learn the practical part of what they have learned in our district.
He highlighted that through this program, students will have greater access to scholarships, academic exchange opportunities, and higher education pathways that can help build their careers and broaden their knowledge.
So we have to get them outside so that they will learn further education apart from what they have learned in the theory in their schools, respective schools. So they go and get the experience out there and also see how things are working in Indonesia, especially the law and order and the system of respect and all this. We have seen it's very, very more common in Indonesia. So let them go there and learn whatever is respectful in that country and they come back and impart it into their families and their block and the houseline.
Osa also acknowledged the partnership.
Firstly, let me thank the Indonesian Embassy and the government and the people of Indonesia for this milestone signing of the MOA, which will determine the future of the Bahasa school in Busi, Nakanai district, and as well as to enhance our students from the junior high schools and as well as the secondary high schools in our province.
Jonathan Sibona, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, Nakanai District Administration Chief Executive Officer Jeffrey Osa said the Bahasa Education Partnership between the Nakanai District and the Republic of Indonesia is expected to contribute to addressing law and order issues in the province.
The main problem why we are all
Nakanai District Administration CEO Jeffrey Osa emphasized that investing in education will help keep young people engaged in productive activities, reducing their vulnerability to crime and other social problems.
Especially this particular program is developed to ensure that we subsidize some of the law and order issues that is affecting our district, especially our Nakanai district, which we involve mainly in all farm industry. The LSS, which the government of Papua New Guinea established in Western Britain, is more or less staying in Nakanai district.
Osa said education remains one of the most effective tools for creating positive change and building safer communities, adding that the partnership will provide young people with pathways to a brighter future.
We see that the law and order has increased very drastically over the past 50 years. And so by having this MOA with the Indonesian government, we see that it's one of the pathways to get our students or to get our children from the district to also advance into other areas in Indonesian government also. So, like sitting in the Nagara district only and utilizing what the government of Western Britain and district are doing is not enough.
Jonathan Sibona, National EMTV News.
Commemorating World Oceans Day on June 8, 2026, Oro Province Governor Gary Jufa has issued a call for the protection of Papua New Guinea's vast maritime territory. Recognizing that the ocean is woven into the very fabric of Papua New Guinea's identity, culture, economy, and the way of life, Governor Jufa emphasized that the health of the ocean is directly tied to the prosperity of the nation. He said for countless coastal and island communities, the sea is their garden, highway, marketplace, and source of sustenance, noting that marine resources provide food security and cultural continuity for hundreds of thousands of Papua New Guineans. However, he warned that those ecosystems are under severe threat from climate change, pollution, illegal fishing, and the dangerous emerging pressures of resource extraction. On the threat of deep-sea mining, Governor Jufa strongly cautioned against the growing international push for deep-sea mining, driven by foreign entities he described as profit and greed merchants. He reminded the nation of the costly failure of the Solwara 1 project, which was promised as a revolutionary development, but ultimately cost Papua New Guinea taxpayers over 300 million kina in losses. Governor Jufa urged the government and international bodies to strictly apply the preventive principle, arguing that the lack of complete scientific certainty must never be used as an excuse to proceed with potentially devastating environmental extraction. He called upon all elected leaders to fulfill their responsibility to protect coastal communities across Milne Bay, Manus, New Island, East Sepik, Bougainville, and West New Britain, and others. Now we take a look at the Nest Fund market report. The kina closed lower at $0.2286 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.2211, $0.3102 Australian dollars, $0.1830 euro, and 35.14 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher, coffee closed higher, cocoa closed higher, palm oil closed higher, crude oil is trading lower, and copper closed lower. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX 200 is trading higher, and the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family, living each day knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Announcing the Skill Rise School Competition 2026! With monthly prizes of GFI products, student project fees, and a major prize of 25,000 kina building project funding, you can make a difference! Here's how you can enter. Just buy any 1 kg medium grain or soft and sweet scout rice and give your child a drop into the entry box provided in selected schools to win. Terms and conditions apply. Scout rice, and by you like it.
For the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
EMTV is proud to announce that we are now offering tower rental spaces on the tallest tower in NCD and Central Province. Our new 80 meters television broadcasting tower proudly boasts an improved structure durability. It is versatile and suitable for various communications and broadcasting needs. It has a high internal load capacity, supporting multiple antennas and technologies simultaneously. This is your opportunity to optimize your transmission signal for wider coverage and extended reach. For co-location information, call 7723-3484 or email engineering@mtv.com.pg. MTV, your number one to watch.
You're watching National MTV News. Jiwaka Provincial Government and its administration provided fleet support to Aglim South Wagi District Education Sector. This will improve transportation to deliver educational services. Education officers in Jiwaka Province often have a hard time getting around because the land is so rugged and difficult to travel. For more than 15 years, since it broke away from Western Highlands Province, the district education services have been without a vehicle, impacting vital school inspection and monitoring of schools apart from other key responsibilities. Provincial Administrator Rick Cogan noted that the administration is committed to improving education in the province. Cogan said the provincial government and administration will provide continuous support for the education sector in the province by building capacity and strengthening the workforce. He said the administration have also purchased 2 similar vehicles for North Wagi and Jimmy district education offices and will be delivered once registered. Cogan raised concerns on the trend on claiming state-issued vehicles after leaving office. He emphasized that they are only the custodians of state vehicles while holding key positions at the administration level. He appealed for public servants to be accountable when exiting with respect to other upcoming public servants. Finally, a psychology student from the University of Papua New Guinea, Monpi Palimi, organized a donation drive for Sunday school children studying Holy Missionary Childhood Program at Cooley Catholic Church Parish in Jiwaka Province. Over the past 2 weeks, Monpi Palimi from Western Highlands Province, with support from friends and families, collected school supplies to help the children with their learning and to encourage them as they continue their missionary work. As a child growing up in the parish years ago and attending Sunday school, Miss Palimi said giving back to the same community that helped shape her faith and childhood was very special. She emphasized that this support will remind the children that their efforts and involvement in the church is valued. Anna Hunt, a pioneer Sunday school teacher of Cooley Parish, explained how Holy Missionary Childhood Program came to be.
Priest Blomipla, Father Joseph Pekala, and we've been starting one group, called Holy Missionary Childhood Group. One time one preacher named Longen Deborah Michael. Iboro Michael and 1+ Sunday School, Pikinini, belong me. For 2021, only starting this program coming up for 2023.
She further stressed on the different lessons taught every Saturday.
I get 4 different program, lo 1 moon. Lo 1+ Saturday, all beginning service or spiritual talk. Mainly all basic prayers, passing low to Bron Catholic Church. Lonar plus Saturday, only got sports Bron Oliat. Lonar plus Saturday, only serving making visitation. Visiting all upon, visiting all Sigmund Mary of family, Nalong community, go pray one them all, story one them all, and stop one time all. The 1+ Saturday, only get program belong along school. Only survey come low class belong read, write.
Ms. Hunt expressed her gratitude to Ms. Palimi for the donations.
Lexim this time blo talk thank you long Monpi Palimi long carry mols lo donation come blo supporti mol lik piginini long Kurki long Kuli parish. Oside you step backside long Monpi Palimi na supporti mem lo bringing mols lo donation come blo supporting slowly missionary piginini here. Me like sim this time na talk special thank you lo yipla.
Ms. Palimi acknowledged everyone who contributed to the donation drive and for making a positive impact on the lives of young students. The program was witnessed by Kuli Parish priests, sisters, Sunday school teachers and the children. Moving to overseas news now, Donald Trump says the U.S. will not bomb targets in Iran today, just hours after saying he wanted to seize the country's main oil export hub.
Well, President Trump woke up here this morning at the White House and told Fox News that he was preparing for a third day attacks on Iran, third day of bombing. That followed the shooting down of that American Apache helicopter 3 days ago, and in response to that, the Americans had 2 days of bombing. Anyway, he said this morning, we will attack again tonight, and he said, in fact, he suggested they might even try to seize and capture or invade Karg Island, which of course is the crucial island. It's the main oil processing facility in Iran. So it's a major facility. That would have been a dramatic escalation of this war. However, a few hours later, that was the morning Donald Trump. The afternoon Donald Trump said there will be no bombing, it's all off, and in fact he says we're on the brink, yet again, we're on the brink of an end to this war in Iran. Let's have a listen to what he said a short time ago.
We just made a great settlement of the war with Iran, and we're going to be subject to finalization of documents, which should get done over the next few days. Probably have a signing maybe in Europe, and it's a great thing. Stock market's up 1,000 points. That means they like the deal.
Almost 50 people have been arrested by Queensland police following an investigation into cocaine trafficking in Brisbane's Party district.
Fortitude Valley Tactical Squad say they received a tip-off about a potential drug trafficking operation here in the valley, and based on that intelligence launched a 4-weekend operation, arresting 48 people and laying around 90 charges. Now, those charges included trafficking, supplying and producing dangerous drugs, and 1 count of possession of a weapon. They also seized $40,000 in cash and 196 grams of cocaine. Now, one of those people charged, a 19-year-old elderly man who was charged with allegedly possessing a dangerous knife, will face the Brisbane Magistrates Court later today. Others allegedly involved in this operation have their court hearing dates set for early next month.
A Northern Ireland leader says fear is spreading among ethnic minority groups as masked groups rampage through the streets of Belfast for the third night. The violence has forced businesses and schools to shut early and caused disruptions to the city's transport system.
Another night of violence on the streets of Northern Ireland, this time north of Belfast. Residents could only watch on as masked men, riot police and water cannon raced past their homes.
Oh my God, there's a whole riot going on right outside my house. Unbelievable, it's like a war zone. That van there behind you crashed into my property, was set alight. I was just completely stressed with that. I thought it was going to explode.
Today, police issued these pictures of individuals they want to speak to in connection with serious public disorder. Video footage shows that many of those involved in the violence are young men. But who's organising it?
What we have seen is significant coordination from online social media activity, some from people within Northern Ireland and some from outside of Northern Ireland, outside the island of Ireland, generating that activity. That momentum, that drive, that toxicity is what's bringing people out onto the streets. It needs to stop.
As the violence continues, so does the fear among Northern Ireland's minority communities.
Evacuated so many families from their homes and secured safe accommodations for them. And I have seen the women and kids terrified and in shock. Everyone is terrified. We are keeping our kids at home. I haven't sent my kids to school since it happened.
At this school in Belfast, that fear is clear to see.
Looking at our registration numbers for today alone, we've just under half of our school population not in school today. And looking at who those children are, they are predominantly children from newcomer families. So we have had a number of phone calls from parents saying that they're just too scared to leave the house.
Police have promised a robust response to any further unrest with water cannon, extra officers and dogs deployed. It's hoped this will help deter those behind this week's violent scenes from even further destruction.
National MTV News continues after the break with Rugby Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Yes, everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
We're ready to go.
Years ago, Data PNG began with a vision to connect Papua New Guinea through technology.
Today, we celebrate 40 years of innovation, service, and partnership.
From humble beginnings to becoming a trusted leader in ICT, our journey has been powered by our people, our clients, and our community.
As we honor the past, we look forward to shaping the future together.
Happy 40th anniversary, Data PNG.
I'm Martha. Join me every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. for Goodman Fielder International Sky Time. The cooking show where we inspire you to create simple and delicious meals using ingredients available near you. Plus, we have talented chefs and cooks joining us throughout the year, sharing their own delicious creations. Remember, that's every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, MTV.
True Kai Sports.
Welcome to True Kai Sports. SB PNG Hunters revealed significant discussions held with PNG Chiefs on creating player pathway and opportunities for hunters to transition into Chiefs.
During a media brief with PNG SB Hunters, the Chief Executive Officer, Scott Bakker, revealed that PNG Hunters and the PNG Chiefs have had several discussions regarding player pathway.
Absolutely, I've started conversations. We started some work about 12 months ago as to what that affiliation might look like. We've had 3 or 4 meetings now, myself, Michael Shamus, Liam Ayub, the recruitment manager, all preliminary. But they're certainly watching our games. They're certainly taking an interest in what we're doing. As you would have heard Michael's comments about our London boys that are over with the London Broncos, they'll be up in and around the Hunters as well over the next couple of weeks doing exactly the same thing. But there's open dialogue between the Chiefs coaching staff and our coaching staff as well. And I think that'll just grow as the season goes on and also as the Chiefs grow as an organisation.
He highlighted Hunters as a significant pathway for rugby talents and said the discussions are important for Hunters players and the other talents as well.
That's possible, and certainly that's something that I've spoken to the Chiefs about. And obviously, you know, London, not just ex-Hunters, but if there's other players that the Chiefs are looking at for 2028, you know, we're the pathway. And for a long period of time, we've been the top of that pathway, right? The Chiefs are coming in, they're the top of that pathway, right? So we want to make sure that we're working well with them, and that we're talking to them and developing players ready for 2028 so that they go into their either top 30 or their wider squad of 36.
Jonathan Sibona, True Kai Sports.
Meanwhile, the Hunters Chief Executive Officer highlighted the large contingent of SB PNG Hunters players transferred to the UK-based London Broncos, describing them as quality players.
The Hunters CEO, Scott Bakker, noted the distress they leave inflicted on the club while acknowledging their progression. He said they can either make to Super League or return to Hunters and push for Chiefs.
Absolutely. They're all quality players. You know, while I was sad to see them go, I wanted to also see them go and experience what it was like to live in London. You know, the Hunters' development is not just about on the field, it's about off the field as well. And I think you might have all seen Michael's comments last week in and around the standard of competition not being as great. That's okay, but they can't have 2 years like that. You know, if they don't go up to Super League, obviously we'd like to see them all go to Super League with the London Broncos. But if they don't, I'd love to see them come back to the Hunters and strengthen the Hunters and then push for a Chiefs spot in 2028.
He highlighted that the team is suffering from an experience gap due to the large contingent SB Hunters players transferred to the UK-based London Broncos.
Is in and around that experience gap. So when we lost those players at the end of last year, it was about 520 odd games of Queensland Cup experience. Right? That's a big lot. You know, you got guys like Brandon Nima, you know, played over 100 games. Solo Wane played 90 games, things like that. Judah Rimbu, same. You know, so when we bring the younger guys in, right, obviously they have less. It takes roughly 40 odd games at NRL or Queensland Cup or even NRL level before they feel comfortable. Right, so we're on a bit of a journey. You know, the team we're up against this week, highly experienced. You know, over 1,000 games of Queensland Cup experience. I think they've got over 100 games of NRL experience. Right? And that's not an excuse in any means, but that's just where we are on this journey, and we had a big reset. You know, we want to see our boys go, but it leaves an experience gap for younger guys to come in, but then we need to get that experience.
However, CEO Bakker explained that the team is training and working hard to better their game.
And as you rightly mentioned, unfortunately the injury toll at the moment and suspensions and things like that have affected that consistency. So I think from me is just everyone having come, you know, I'm really comfortable with the staff we have, I'm really comfortable with the processes we have. You all see it every day you come here, we train hard, we go out and we've been in the competition, we're just not getting across the line at the moment, but if we keep going, I'm confident that we can turn that, and as you said, push for a top 8 spot towards the back end of the year.
Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebab saja na. Yum.
Beef stiff, right?
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
For the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
Highlight the burden that TB places on people.
Monday night on In Focus, we hold discussions with the organization Businesses for Health.
TB is spread when somebody who has tuberculosis coughs it up into the air. When another person breathes it in, that's how they transmit tuberculosis.
That's on Monday night.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything alright?
Oh. Yes. Everything's alright. Alright with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
You're watching Trukai Sports. Papua New Guinea earned its first gold medal in the 2026 Philippines Athletics Open through Danlin Kinbangi yesterday with a strong run in the 200-meter final where she clocked a personal best of 25.59 seconds. PNG side also delivered strong performances through Lucas Osida with a massive personal best discus throw of 45.45 meters to finish fourth in the field of 22 athletes, while Joylyn Eric in the 5,000 meter with a time of 19 minutes 52 seconds and Yang Kambange Lansana in the under 18 100 meter and 200 meters. With no semi-finals in the sprint events, only the top 8 are advancing from the heats to the final. That ends Trukai Sports. The Morning Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything alright?
Oh. Yes. Everything's alright. Alright with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Years ago, Dated PNG began with a vision to connect Papua New Guinea through technology.
Today, we celebrate 40 years of innovation, service, and partnership.
From humble beginnings to becoming a trusted leader in ICT, our journey has been powered by our people, our clients, and our community.
As we honor the past, we look forward to shaping the future together.
Happy 40th anniversary, Dated PNG.
Papua New Guinea, are you ready? The We Are One Islands Petroleum Charity Color Run is back, bigger and brighter and more exciting than ever. Run, walk, or dance your way through clouds of color with your friends and family. Join us across PNG. Leon Medang, 28 June, Kokopo and KVA, 5th July, Kimba and Alatau, 12th July, Port Moresby, 26th July, Popondetta, 16th August, to raise funds to support health across PNG. Get your t-shirts at Bryanville outlets or Islands Petroleum offices now. We Are One, Yumi One. Organized by We Are One Foundation.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
With Money Plus, we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
The Morning Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby City partly cloudy, Daru partly cloudy, Kerema partly cloudy, Alatau partly cloudy, and Popondetta partly cloudy. In the Momase region, Lae City partly cloudy, Medang partly cloudy, Wewak fine to partly cloudy, and Vanimo fine to partly cloudy. In the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau cloudy with occasional rain showers and possible thunderstorms, Kavieng cloudy with occasional showers to rain and thunderstorms, Kokopo and Rabaul partly cloudy to cloudy with brief showers, and Kimbe partly cloudy, Buka cloudy with occasional showers to rain and thunderstorms. In the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City partly cloudy with evening showers, Goroka Barnes and Kundiawa cloudy periods with evening showers, and Mendi, Tari and Wabek cloudy periods with evening showers.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
And that is all for the news, sports and weather for Friday the 12th of June 2026. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.